Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button and leave a like down below. Today I'll be teaching you how to make a game where you have to be very quick at responding for your MicroBit. First, on Google, type in MicroBit code and click on the first link that pops up. Don't worry if this error message comes up. Create a new project. You can name your project whatever you want, but I'll call mine Respond. Create a variable and name it Sprite. Create a variable called ob1. Create variables ob2, ob3, ob4, ob5 and ob6. Now you should have all of these variables. Drag a set 6 to 0 block into the onStart. Change ob6 to Sprite. Click on Advanced and scroll down. From the Game category, get a Create Sprite at x2, y2 block and drag it into the sprite to replace the 0 in the Set Sprite to 0 block. Now to make the game easier, change the 2 after x and change it to a z and change it to 4. From the variables category, get a set ob6 to 0 block and drag it into the onStart. Change ob6 to ob1. From the game, get a Create Sprite at x2, y2 block. From the Math category, get a Pick Random 0 to 10 block and drag it into to replace the first 2. Right click and duplicate it and drag it to replace the second 2. Change the 10 in both blocks to 4. Duplicate this block and change it to ob2. Repeat for ob3, ob4, ob5 and ob6. Now your onStart block should look like this. From the Basic category, get a Show Number 0 block and drag it into the Forever block. Sorry, my bad, that won't work. Create a new variable and name it Move. Drag a Set Move to 0 block into the Forever container. From the Basic category, scroll down and get a Pause MS 100 block and drag it into the Forever block. Get rid of 100 and type in 200 and 200. You can change this to make whatever you want, but I'll do 250. From Basic, get another Forever container and drag it out onto the workspace. From Logic, get a If True Then block and drag it into the Forever container. From the Math category, scroll down and get a Pick Random 0 to 10 block. and drag it to replace the 0 in the set move to 0 block. Change the first 0 to 1. From the logic category, get a 0 equals 0 block and drag it to replace the true in your if true then block. Replace the first 0 with a move block from the variable category. Change the symbol to greater than. Change the second 0 to a 5. From the game category, get a sprite move by 1 block and drag it inside your if move greater than 5 block. Change sprite to ob1. Click on it, right click and duplicate it and change ob1 to ob2. Repeat for ob3, ob4, ob5 and ob6. Underneath your ob6 move by 1 block, scroll up and from the basic category, get a port ms 100 block. Change 100 to a higher number. The higher the number, the easier your game will be. I recommend 200 or 250. Let's repeat. Finally, so that you can actually die, grab another forever block from the basic category and add it to the workspace. From the logic category, get an if true then block and snap it into your new forever container. From logic, get two 0 equals 0 blocks. From logic, scroll down and get an AND block and use it to replace the true in your if true then block. Replace the left and right gap with your 0 equals 0 blocks. From game, get a sprite X blocks and drag it out onto the workspace. Drag it to replace the first 0. Now here's where things get complicated. You might need an OR block to replace the 0. You need an OR block to replace this 0. Don't worry if this pops up. We'll fix it later. Now get another sprite X block and drag it to replace the second 0. Change sprite to ob1. Duplicate your sprite X block and drag it to replace the second 0. Duplicate your ob1 X block and use it to replace the fourth 0. Change X in both these blocks to Y. Now click on the plus twice to get else if. Click on the AND to duplicate this long thing, swapping ob1 with ob2. Repeat for ob3. Now, from the game category, get a game over block and drag it into the first and second compartments. Repeat for ob4, ob3, ob4, ob5 and ob6. Now your block should look like this. Delete this last else, you don't need it. And now for the final step. Click on extensions and type in buttons. Scroll down and click on MicroBit PXT clicks. If the button clicks category does not appear, then keep trying again and again. If it hasn't appeared after trying for a while, we can use a different method. From the input category, drag out an on-shake button onto your workspace. Click on shake and change it to tilt left. Click on game and now click on ... more. Drag a pause block into your on tilt left block. Duplicate your on tilt left block and change on tilt left to on tilt right. Delete this pause block and from game then ... more. Grab a resume block and drag it into your on tilt right. Now for the movement. I already covered movement in my first video, so watch that video, then come back and do it and add it in. You might prefer to use different controls like the ones I've used here. Note these controls only work with a V2 MicroBit, the one with the shiny gold logo on top. Thanks for watching and bye!